I want to take a minute. I was going to give a very strong monologue at the end of this, but you talked me out of it. You brought up a great point. But I do want to take a minute to talk about the media's perception and the media's false hope for one Jayson Tatum. And I want to say this first. I spoke to Mama Anthony yesterday, and she said that she didn't understand why the media was pumping him up so much. And she heard him even say he didn't understand it. He's not out here saying these things, it's them. I want to caution, I would like to caution the media on prematurely anointing someone as next in line. I think it's gross. I think it's disgusting. I think it's also counterproductive because people can shrink under that weight. Everyone's not going to be a LeBron James. And we actually saw him shrink a couple of times. Everyone's
A good
not going to
example is
be,
like a Kobe Bryant.
right.
You know,
Everyone's not going to be Kobe. Everyone's not going to be a Dwayne Wade. I think it was grossly unfair with whoever started the agenda, the NBA, the media, whoever started it. It was grossly unfair to Jayson Tatum and then also the Boston Celtics because right now Jayson Tatum is being absolutely destroyed for being a young man who couldn't live up to the moment. There's a lot of young men in this league who can't live up to that moment. Um, how do you feel about some of that hatred? I don't know if you've seen all the comments, but even some of the Celtics fans are really turning on Tatum right now. How do you feel about one, his lack of performance in the NBA Finals, and then two, the fan base kind of ripping him to shreds?
um, everyone seems to be extremely short-sighted and dumb as always. We talk about this a lot, like outside the podcast, but you'll send me clips of stuff. I'll watch it, and I'll be like, I don't even know why they're talking about this yet. Like, a lot of it is just these the certain fans and media members just want something to talk about, and that's cute and all, but um, to me, it's just super short sighted, like I said. So right before they were trying to give Tatum the quote unquote crown, which I don't know why it's something they want to pass on so quickly. I think it's the NBA wanting to cling to and the business around the NBA, like media, clinging to just having something to talk about. And this is why. Right before Tatum and right before Golden State beat Dallas, everyone was trying to crown Luka. Why?
Yes,
Why?
yes,
Why so quickly? Why so
yeah,
quickly? Okay, here's the problem. They see LeBron James on the downturn. They see Kevin Durant can't win by himself, and they're looking for the next guy. We talked about this the other day. That they need something. Okay, but it's so clear that they have an agenda when they go from one guy to another in the same playoffs. Okay, stop
hmm
it. Giannis is around. On top of it, Golden State will put a kink in any of that because nobody will give a shit who is next if Stephen Curry and the Warriors keep beating them to win a championship.
right.
No
Oh,
one's gonna care. I mean, in one series, people were like, Luka's the next best thing. And then he lost to Golden State. And then they're like, Tatum's the next best thing.
right,
No, stop it.
right.
Stop it. You're fucking stupid. You're short sighted. And then if you're the fan base, you need to be ashamed of yourself.
Oh,
Okay,
they're horrible. They're horrible.
look at anybody outside of maybe a couple people who went to their first finals. Now, granted, Tatum has been to the conference finals a lot, which I think you should give him his flowers for getting the Celtics there with as young as they've been, with the
Right.
kind of disarray Kyrie Irving brought into the situation. Okay, there's nothing to take away from Tatum there. So he gets you to the finals, and as the focal point, he doesn't do the greatest for the team. Okay, but you were in a very competitive series for 6 games against an experienced whole Golden State. Okay, there's nothing to be ashamed about or upset about. There's very few guys who, in their first finals, performed great.
Right.
Okay, that doesn't happen. These things come in levels and steps, and Tatum has embraced every step up until this point,
Yeah.
and then he gets you there for the first time, and you want to throw him to the sharks? Yeah, fuck you and the Boston fans or the media members who want to talk shit about him. Fuck all of them because it's bullshit. All right. that shouldn't be the story. And kudos for his mom for sticking up for him, and not, of course the mother is going to stick up for her son, but he's up there crying on a podium. The
Yeah,
kid clearly cares. The kid is
yeah,
clearly talented and has brought you all the success you've had in the last 4 to 5 years, despite despite Kyrie Irving being there, despite the emergence of Brown. Tatum has been the leader. You know, I just can't see how. I know Smart's like a locker room leader, but I mean Tatum's the
yeah,
guy, the
yeah.
all
He's a
star
guy,
there.
bro. Yeah,
So I think it's disgusting. As a fan of the Magic, who's like, we're looking for the guy. We're looking to have a team with success. To see another team have success and then shit on their guy after
mm.
getting them to the finals. Um, I just think it's disgusting. And the media who want to turn on him, fuck them. I hope he develops a hard shell and shits on everybody next year. Same for Luka, but it's not going to matter. There doesn't need to be a crowning because if Golden State and Steph Curry keeps winning, it does not matter. Everybody's going to forget about anybody else because you can't beat them.
And here, and that's so eloquently said. And here's the thing about it is that he's 24 years old. He's been to three conference finals and one NBA finals at 24.
Hmm.
That is
Very
insane
impressive.
to that is insane to me that Boston has been so successful since he's been there. Does Boston have issues still behind the scenes? Yes, some of those issues may be worked out in this offseason. I've always said him and Brown needs to figure out how to play together and play off of each other versus taking turns. They have to figure that out. They have to decide what they're going to do as far as getting help on that bench because they're going to have to give up somebody. It might be Marcus Smart. Who knows? I'm hearing reports already that they're saying they need a true point guard. You're going to have to give up somebody. I think you give it one more year with Tatum and Brown, so Marcus Smart may be the odd man out. Yeah, they're not a perfect team; they're a flawed team. But just the way that the fans turned on him when he obviously couldn't deal with the pressure, but a lot of people couldn't deal with that pressure. And when I saw him at the podium, I wanted to go up there and hug him and let him know it's a part of the process. All the great players in the history of the NBA who have gone on to win championships has said this is how you get there. This is the pain that you have to feel so you can appreciate winning so much more. I like to see that because it shows me, like you said, that the kid gives a shit. I don't like to see people laughing and joking and clowning after a loss. That burns me. To this day, it burns me. So if I see a kid who has the weight of the world on his shoulders at a press conference and he can't even lift his head up and look someone in the eye, I understand that pain and I like it because I know there's going to be a rebound. And like you said, he has to come out game busters next season. He does have to work. He has to put in the work. He has to touch a basketball, unlike Anthony Davis. Take a month off, let your body heal, go in there, put in the work. You desperately need a post game. And I believe Jayson Tatum will be back.